look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go from LA. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the third time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, here's Stafford. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
10 at the 41-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a
His
yard.
legs giving this opening drive some extra legs, partner. Good enough there to pick up the first.
Yeah, and I think that's good, Kate, because nobody on that sideline wanted to kick a field goal right there. You reach this part of the field, you want to go finish with 6.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead with Williams. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Stafford now against the blitz. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Williams. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Stafford from the gun. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Well, his coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Detroit.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Off play action, Goff. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Gibbs now from the gun. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Reverse on the tackle.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Jukes away from one. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Another one for Gibbs. We're cobbled together a yard there. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Goff off the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to Jahmyr
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They'll go for it. Goff. That's complete to Sloan. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. Has some room to work. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Blake Corum now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. First down throw here for Stafford. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up third down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Trying to sneak here, Goff. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action here with Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Up and draw St. Brown. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Goff back to throw. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First down, Detroit.
First and 10 from the 32. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. First and goal, Detroit.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Goff setting to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long.
was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A very short kick here from the right hash.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Corum now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Out come the Rams on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Got it, man. That's Nakua. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Here's a give on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Catch me on the right side by Nakua. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to Puka Nakua. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Stafford. That finds Adams downfield. And he takes it down to the 33. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 1st down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. running it after the penalty. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Up the gut they go with Williams. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's 44 yards here from the left half. Mevis able to knock it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Drive begins with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Into traffic, complete. And this one does not go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. That one complete to St. Brown. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Lions have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Goff. Quick slant is caught by Tislam. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Complete left side. It's to Slaw. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. From the gun, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a give to Gibbs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Goff. Makes the catch. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Rams 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams are going to get the football one last time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Stafford from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. He finds Adams, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Stafford's going to throw once more. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, yeah, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Design quarterback run here. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Has some daylight through the 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Catch made right side by Nakua. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Stafford's going to throw on 3rd and 1. Got it, man. That's Nakua. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Rams push their lead to 3.
Rams 20, Lions 17.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions get ready to return to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. Looking for his wide receiver there.
49-yard gain on the play. First down, Lions.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Goff to the air now. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Lions take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
24, Rams 20.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Corum now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Rams headed out to the field now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He cuts it back right. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got first down here from the 36. Play action now for Stafford. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Rams have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll get this one to Adams.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. They send Nakua in motion left. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Screen here for Williams. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Sailors now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Finds the football outside. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A give up the gut to Montgomery. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a first down.
First down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Taken down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another one for Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Lions.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's brought down at the line.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. A handoff here for Gibbs on the zone read. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Goff on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. And off the play fake. Here's Goff. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll air it out on 3rd. And they get to him again! And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
They send a receiver in motion right. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Adams. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. This one's caught, Smith has it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Slot receivers headed left. On second down, a run with Williams. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Stafford from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Got a man. That's Nakua. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from the 37. First down throw here for Stafford. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Straight ahead with Williams. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll bring the tight end left. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
Well, 3rd down wasn't too bad, but that's not the case anymore. The penalty gives them this 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 20.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's got his man again. It's Adams. And And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Gain of 19 yards.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build
First
momentum
down.
and keep that defense on its
First
heels.
and goal at the 6-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Contact.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just gonna assume you gotta feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
That one connects. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Back to throw it. Has it down close. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams take a fourth-quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 3.
Rams 30, Lions 27.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. First down throw from Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Lions down by only 3. Second down now, they need 7. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throw left side, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here he is to throw. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. He'll look to throw it. Complete to the college safety, Sione Vaki. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now to throw. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. That's complete to Slaw. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Rams 30.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Corum now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First call here coming from the shotgun. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he gets out of bounds, but just 8 yards. They needed more.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why playing this position, you've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, But when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable second down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
He will have the Lions first down, and they can start to celebrate now. This one's over.
He was brought down.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts.
A gain of
And they still
18
have
on the
2
play.
available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Lions.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.